we say Shiva, God of death, is called as auspicious. He is Lord of destruction. Among our Trinity, in Hinduism we have a Holy Trinity. Person who creates, person who maintains, and person who destroys. Person who destroys is called auspicious. His name is causeless auspiciousness. He is the destroyer, but his name is causeless auspiciousness. Shiva. Shiva means in Sanskrit causeless auspiciousness. And you will be surprised to know some more details. In Sanskrit, the word for destruction, literally if you translate, it is not destruction. It is, the word means samhara. That is the word we use. That word means rejuvenation, creating place for new things happening. Understand? Wrongly we translate the word samhara as a destruction. The exact that Sanskrit word means creating new space for new things to happen. Rejuvenation. Even destruction can be looked from different dimension. Even destruction can be looked from different dimension. Rejuvenating or creating new space for better things to happen. Even the disease which happens to your body just creates a new space so that you can start having new body. You can get ready to live a new life. You can just restart the whole thing. So actually, restarting the whole thing can heal many of your wounds. There are some wounds which can't be healed just by going to sleep and coming back. There are some wounds which can be healed by falling asleep and coming back. You will forget. There are some wounds which can't be healed by falling asleep and coming back. At that point only you decide, let me restart the whole thing. Let me just refresh. Then you allow the body to have some disease so that the rejuvenation process can start. You can drop this body and take a new body and start new life, the new way of thinking, new way of living, new way of expressing. According to the Vedic tradition, no experience goes waste. Every moment when you move from one moment to next moment, you are expanding, you are growing, you are learning. If you look from this angle, even your death is auspicious because you are going to next step, you are going to further. Only if you are not clear about the next step, you will feel the fear of death. It is not even fear of death, it is fear of unknown. Fear of unknown. Mahadeva, Shiva, is considered as Lord of destruction, not just because he destroys, he creates space for rejuvenation. He creates space for new things to happen, creativity. If you see the traditional Vedic temples, behind every deity there will be an arch. There will be two lion faces at the bottom, one big lion face in the top. That arch has got a very important significance. The Lord of creation is one side, past. Lord of maintenance is the other side, future. Understand? Maintenance is not something to do about present. It is always something to do about future. Maintenance has nothing to do with present. You maintain for future. So the Lord of maintenance is Vishnu, is for future. You create wealth, you save wealth for future. For future. That is why the Vishnu, the Lord of wealth, is He represents future, and the Lord of destruction, or I can say rejuvenation, he represents present. Future, you can see in that arch, it will be beautiful. From the past and the future, the time shaft will go from the past mouth, get into the present's mouth, and become past. The future becoming past is present. Understand? Future becoming past is present. Present moment means where the future is slowly becoming past. In that arch you can see beautifully. One side, the past, Brahma, creator. He has done his job. The other side, future, Vishnu, wealth, maintainer. And the top, present moment, rejuvenator, the person who rejuvenates. He is swallowing the future and making it into a past. He is the possibility of rejuvenation. Present moment is the possibility of rejuvenation. If you are in the present moment, you will experience overflowing energy in the body. You will feel whatever is happening is auspicious. If you are caught with Brahma or Vishnu, you will not feel whatever is happening is auspicious. If you are caught in Shiva, if you are centered in the center, present moment, where future is disappearing into present and becoming past. If you see that arch, you will understand. The past, from the past mouth, time is entering into the present's mouth and coming out to the future's mouth. The beautiful description. The future slowly becoming past. If you are in the present moment, in this moment, you will become like Shiva, who is rejuvenator, who is constantly creating space for new things to happen. You will be fearless the moment you are fearless about the things happening. You will feel everything happening around you is causeless auspiciousness. As long as you are caught in future, you will feel insecure, fear. If you are caught in the past, you will feel things are inauspicious, life is dull, dead. If you are in the present, one more thing, if you are in the present, you will see very clearly the future which is coming in inside you and becoming past leaves so much energy in you. Every moment you are just overflowing with energy. If you are caught by future, you are in fantasies, means castles in the air, no energy. If you are caught in the past, you are just a stone, a rock which can't be moved, dead, no energy. If you are caught in the future, air. If you are caught in the past, dead rock. If you are caught in the present, if you are centered in the present, you will be a flowing river, water. You will be just a flowing river. You will be just a flowing energy. Whoever is in the present moment, just swallowing the future and making it as a past consciously, will be overflowing, bubbling with energy. The Mahadeva, Shiva, who represents the rejuvenation process, are creating space for new things to happen. He is causeless auspiciousness. If you are centered in the present moment, you will be beyond fear. Your Kundalini will be awakened. You will be radiating the causeless auspiciousness. The person who achieved that state, who is centered in the present, only he is worshipped. That is why in Vedic temples, behind every deity that arch will be there. Means he is in the present. You also be in the present. You also be like him. That is what is told. Symbolically, that is what is told to you. Be like him. Be in the costless auspiciousness. Be a rejuvenator. In your mind you can see. You can decide whether you want to be a creator, means stuck in the past, Brahma. Whether you want to be in the past, means constantly brooding about the past, thinking that in that way things could have happened, this way it should have happened, I think I should have decided that, I think I should have done that, I think I should have done this. After a few years of marriage, always you think, I think. So getting married is like going to a restaurant and ordering what you want. After a few minutes, when you see what your friends are having, thinking that you should have ordered what they are having. It's the same thing. Always you feel, when you see what others are having, you feel, I should have ordered that. Constantly brooding about the past, or constantly thinking about the future. Both are not going to make you rich or energetic. If you just stay in the present, so much of energy, you can see very clearly how you are just swallowing the future and making it as a past. You are just there. Through you, the past moves and the future moves and becomes past. And you are there like a hollow bamboo, untouched by time. When you are in the present moment, letting future pass through you and becoming past, untouched by time, you are Kala Gala, Lord of death, beyond death. You can't die. You conquer death. Conquering death, a simple technique. Just be in the present, allow the time to flow through you. Allow the time to penetrate you. Allow the time to do its own activity through you. Do not bother. When the future comes inside you, don't be greedy, just don't catch it. Let it pass through you. Let it become past. Let it have its own course. Just be in the present. You will see you are living in eternity. What do I mean by the word eternity? Eternity means past, present, future, all three put together. That is what is called eternity. If you want to touch the eternity, the only way is being in the present moment. You can't touch the time shaft in the past or in the future. You can't, because both do not exist. If you want to touch the time shaft, catch the eternity, the only moment is this moment, present moment. If you touch this moment, you can catch the eternity. You are connected to eternity. When I say eternal bliss, I am not saying you to bother about your future bliss or the past bliss. No. Just be blissful in this moment. You will be eternally blissful, because the past or the future is going to come to you as this moment. If you can manage to be blissful at this moment, you will be eternally blissful. That's all. Letting future to penetrate you and become past is what I call being Shiva. Being in that great auspicious energy. If you have enough energy, only then you can let future or past into your being, without getting disturbed by them. Your being centered in the present should be so strong, neither your past nor your future will be able to imbalance you. Neither your past nor your future will be able to pull you out this side or that side. You will be just totally centered, relaxed, completely overflowing. Awakening of the Kundalini, awakening of the potential energy in you will take you to a different plane of consciousness. Here Shiva is giving us the technique, a beautiful technique to achieve the same state of Kala Kala, Shiva. The sutra says, Bhave Shivaha, means let you achieve the state of Shiva. These sutras, these aphorisms were delivered by Shiva 10,000 years ago. In those sutras, he says very clearly, through this method, by awakening the Kundalini, let you achieve the same consciousness of mind. Understand? He is not saying, let you all worship me. No. He is saying, let you be me. Let you be me. Worshipping him should be just an inspiration to become him. Should be just an inspiration to become him. It is only an inspiration to realize his consciousness, his space.